Now, the United States launched Minuteman III. U.S. military says the missile was an unarmed intercontinental ballistic missile. The missile is capable of delivering a nuclear warhead and is meant for nuclear deterrence. The launch comes at a moment when West Asia is already on edge with war raging with Iran. The Minuteman III is also known as Doomsday Missile, as these missiles are not meant to be used ever because of the destruction it can unleash. US says during the test, the ICBM's two re-entry vehicles traveled thousands of kilometers to a predetermined target in the Marshall Islands. The US military says that the missile was launched from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. In a statement, the US military said, and I quote, "The launch was to demonstrate the readiness of the US nuclear forces and provide confidence in the lethality and effectiveness of the nation's nuclear deterrent," unquote. The missile has a range exceeding 13,000 kilometers and can carry up to 3 independently targetable re-entry vehicles. These MIRVs are armed with nuclear warheads. Now, these thermonuclear warheads have 300 to 475 kiloton yield each. To understand this better, take the example of the atomic bomb. The atomic bomb, which was dropped on Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, has a yield of approximately 15 kilotons of TNT. The Boeing-made solid-fuel Minuteman III has been deployed as part of the United States nuclear arsenal since the 1970s. It has been the backbone of the U.S. land-based nuclear strategic force. The missile is the only land-based component of the U.S. nuclear triad and is said to have near 100% testing reliability. U.S. currently has well over 400 Minuteman III missiles at various Air Force bases across Colorado, Montana, Nebraska, North Dakota, and Wyoming. It can travel more than 13,000 kilometers and reach speeds of Mach 23, that's 23 times the speed of sound, that's more than 28,000 kilometers per hour. This test launch off the coast of California comes as the U.S. is embroiled in the middle of a war with the Islamic Republic of Iran. The timing is impossible to ignore. Although Air Force Global Strike Command insists the test was scheduled years in advance, the optics are clear.
As they've been doing for nearly half a century. We are also sinking.
Ron Alito, former U.S. military officer, CIA contractor, and intelligence and operations officer, joined us earlier today to talk about U.S. President Donald Trump's main strategy amid the ongoing war between Iran and Israel-U.S. Take a look.
Well, we all expected that Iran will strike back. They have a very large, substantial number of missiles and drones, and this is basically an air war with both Israel and the United States launching missiles against Iran and Iran answering with missiles and drones back. So this is an air war, and we were expecting that Iran will answer. Obviously, the strategy that Iran is right now executing is basically attacking all those countries that station U.S. troops in the area. I have been in many of those bases before. I have been in Kuwait. I have been in Qatar. I have been there in those bases, military bases. And right now the strategy is attacking all those countries that are supporting in any way or are hosting U.S. military bases in the area. So Kuwait and Qatar and Bahrain, the Emirates, United Arab Emirates. So they are attacking all of those bases, including many countries in the area that are a little bit far away, like Jordan, that also hosts military troops, U.S. military troops. For America is to make Bibi happy, to make Netanyahu happy. That is the main strategy of the main goal of Trump. You need to understand something, the big picture of this. In November, there are the Congress elections, the congressional elections in November. Trump needs to secure the Congress. He needs the Senate and he needs the House. If the House or the Senate or both go to the Democratic Party, that will be terrible for Trump.